Are in the bag
of the 2024 season.
So this is my Lone Star Smack bag, and for my go-to putting is the Victor Plastic V2 of the Pistons. Yeah! For upshot and approach is my armadillos, and in here I also have the horny toad. The horny toad is in between of my armadillos and also my other upshot and approach disc of my walkers. Now on to my forehands. So on my forehands, I love the bayonets. This one is more of an understable bayonet, so it's definitely used for my longer shots. This one is in between overstable and understable, so yeah. This one is, we call it Astro because it's Astro Colors of Houston, Texas. And it's more of a overstable disc, so it fades more to the right. This is Taco. Taco was given to me from Taco at Worlds. Junior Worlds was a cool event, and I highly suggest you go. This is also another go-to forehand I use for my more straight shooters. It has definitely locked in on some bigger distances, but yeah. This is the Mad Cat. Now moving on to my backhands. So these are more of my driver backhands. I did start learning backhands towards the summer of 2023. I was more of a forehander, but now I'm moving up into both. So this is a Alpha Mockingbird, and it's more overstable for my Mockingbirds. I have another Mockingbird. This one is also an Alpha, and it's not as overstable as my other Mockingbird. This is my growler, and we call it Peppy because it looks like a peppermint. Definitely, I'm starting to learn the growlers, and I really enjoy them. How they're just stable and they do cool things. Understable, sorry. This is my Founders Plastic Tumbleweed, and it's also a straight shooter for me for my backhands. Overall, I really enjoy the tumbleweeds for my go-to drives with backhands. More on to my other backhands. These ones are not my long distance drivers. These are more for like the shots that I like need sometimes. For instance, I use a Lima curl for forehand rollers or turnover backhands, or also if I need to use a wide shot for my forehands to fade out wide but it'll always go back left, I use this. The Brazos I've used a lot already. I just started learning it and instantly love it. It has, like, I can rely on it so much to always go back to the left really quickly. Really love the Brazos. I use the Founders Plastic Nico Ranger. It's a good straight mid-ranger, and it always goes straight for me and doesn't have so much speed that it's just gonna bomb a long ways. It's just a good approach. And then I use the MIDI for whenever I need to go left hard, and it's also approach shot. And that will be all.
Valley balling minutes later.
This is my Lone Star bag. So first I use my copperheads from like 100 and to, what did I say? This is my Lone Star bag. First I have my putters. I use copper. This is my Lone Star bag. First I have my putters, which is a copperhead. Next I have my Harrier, which I use for understable drives. I have both of my tumbleweeds that I use when there is a tailwind. I have my Superman dome because he has red and blue colors. I have my bear cat. I have my lone wolf that I use for short drives. I have both of my growlers that I use for long distance. I have both of my Guadalupes. This is the disc that I'm throwing the furthest at this time. I have my Ranger that I use further than 150 feet. I have my BB6 for a short drive. And I have my Armadillo for approaches. Now onto my forehands. I have my Horny Toad for short up. And then I have my Walker to get straddled out. Then I have my Mad Cat for getting under the basket. And then I have my Bayonet that I use for drives. And then I have my Curl. Oh, Dad. This is my new 2024 Charlie Curl.